Everyone, it's Cheryl, and welcome back to part 2 of my greeting card junk journal video. Before I get any further, I have had quite a few new subscribers lately, and I want to say a great big welcome to all of you. I'm so happy you decided to join me on my crafting adventure. And of course, to all of you who've been here with me, even some of you clear back to the start, I am so happy to have you also, all of you. You are the best. You really are. And I am at 295 subbies right now. That means after I hit 300, it'll be time for another giveaway. Because I said I was going to do one at every 100. So we are going to be doing another giveaway. And I don't know what we're going to do here for giveaway, but when I hit 300, it will be giveaway time again. Anyway, what I did was I went ahead and embellished the journal, and this has been a learning process for me as well as a creative, and if you're going to do one of these, I really seriously would put in less paper than I did. I got a little carried away. My book, as you can see, is rather thick, and it really limited the amount of embellishments that I thought that I could put in before it was too thick, that it just, would... And you'll see when I untie it, it'll pop open further. So what I've done so far is I've decided I'm going to leave the front just the way it is because I like it just the way it is. Maybe I can zoom in just a little more. Oops, that's out. Okay, we'll try this. There, I think you can see most of it now. And I'll try to keep it in frame. If I can't, I'll back the video off a little bit. What I've done is I had some satin ribbon that I believe it's Recollections, and I got it at Michael's several years ago, and it's got little spider webs on it, and it's just a black satin. And what I did was I punched a couple holes and put in 2 little black eyelets, one on the front and one on the back, and I just tied the ribbon and left myself room for when I get my little journal filled up. On the side over here, I made a couple little charms. I had the little silver piece, and then I just put in some black cardstock and a little puffy pumpkin sticker on that one. And on this one, I just took a Tim Holtz fragment, and this came off of that Tim Holtz paper. It was just a little, he always does the mini squares of what the paper patterns, and this was one of them. And I just put that on the back with some glossy accents and just tied them on to my baker's twine I left sticking out. And I decided also, since this is a greeting card, I'm just going to leave the back the way it is. And I think I'm going to back this out just a bit. Whoops, that's it. I always go the wrong way. Alright, well, let's open this up and I will show you what I've done. And like I said, I couldn't embellish near as much as I wanted to. I'm never going to be able to get pictures and everything else in this. It's going to be, as you can see, so far it's flipping itself open now. It wants to really flip open. So that limited what I could do. Anyway, here is the inside cover. And what I did is, this is a Tim Holtz Sizzix embossing folder, and it came in a set of 2. There was this owl, and I put some orange stickles in his eyes. And he's just kind of creepy that way. And then the other one is just bats flying all over. And so I put that in, and I made a little pocket, and I tucked a tag in that. And this is Happy Haunting. It's a little 6x6 pad I picked up at Hobby Lobby, and I just left the back blank, but I used these cute little skeleton guys on the front. And I'm going to save this tag out because then I can show you my little tuck spots and stuff that I put in. Alright, this page, the first page here, I left plain. And there's a little owl sticker on here just because he was so cute. And he's another one of those puffy stickers. I got those at Hobby Lobby also. And then I'm probably going to put pictures on here. Here I just did some stamping, a little one that says boo, and a little black cat up here. And I have trouble with some of my stamps and my stamping. But I keep trying. This page I left just blank, and this one again will probably be for photos. Here I took some of the Teresa Collins paper that I've been using, and I just made a little tuck spot with some spiders, and I used a Fiskars edge punch, just a scallop punch on the edge. Since I was a black cat on the side, I decided to use this little stamp that I got from Michael's this year that says Black Cat Magic. And on this one I put in a little Halloween treat bag. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the black pumpkin shape yet, what I'm going to write on that, but I will definitely be taking a white marker or something and writing on that, and then I can tuck something into the little bag, like so. And this is on that paper I had upside down. So the bag covers most of it. Here I left this side blank, and over here is that first little tuck spot, and I put a little clear sticker from Memento on here that just says October 31st. And this was something I'd cut out for another journal and didn't use. This side I stamped with a big Trick or Treat stamp. And on this side, this is some of that Tim Holtz paper, and it had all these little cut-aparts that look real vintage. So I put that in there, and then this is from the Teresa Collins paper, and it just says benzene poison. Here I left this page, that side blank, and over here this is a Sizzix Thinlits die, and it comes with a pumpkin vine, a big spider web, a black cat, and something else. Oh, a thing with crows. It's like a branch or something, and it has crows sitting on it. I think it's supposed to be a barbed wire fence from the looks of it. And then I just have this little black thing which I can attach a picture, or I can write on the back, and I just stamped a little haunted house on there, which is also a Michael stamp I got last year, I think it was. This side I just stamped the skeleton, and that was another Michael stamp. I really like him. He's pretty cool. Here I didn't do anything. Here I just stamped a little pumpkin down here. It's got a little candle. And over here is one of the little puffy stickers, and it's a little witch. Isn't she cute? And again, I'm probably going to be using most of the scrapbook papers for pictures. Like I said, I did not put a whole lot in here because I realized how thick this was getting. On the back side is another little tuck spot, and I just stuck a little tag in there that I can put a photo on and journal on the back. And again, I just used the Fiskars Edge Punch and put that over there. On this side I did a little pumpkin. And I like kind of how it can show through. It looks kind of like a ghostly pumpkin on that side. This page I left blank, as well as the back of that one, because I want some spots to write too. This says One Spooky Night, and I just put the brads in. They're not punched through the paper, and then I just glued it down, and it's like a little belly band, and I can stick something down in there like so. This page I left blank because I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing with those. This one I cut out from my Tim Holtz Alterations die, I believe it is. It's the Rickety House, and I love this. So I just cut out two of those because this is some Recollections cardstock, and it's very thin. And I just put some yellow paper behind it and made another little tuck spot out of that one. Get back in frame here. I hope I'm staying in frame. This one, these are the crows I was talking about, and they look like they're sitting in a barbed wire fence. And so I just put them across up here. They're not a tuck spot or anything. They're just purely decorative. Here's Trick or Treat with a black cat that I got last year at Michael's. This is the other side of my envelope, and I haven't put anything in here. I put this little cat on here. I think he's just the cutest. And they had some bigger stickers with this cat, and I was going to get them if they had them, but they sold out of those, obviously. And this is just a piece of Martha Stewart paper, but I really like these trees, and I used part of the scene for something else. And then it's just black and orange on the back. I put that in. Over here, I have just a belly band, and what I did with this was I made one of my flowers out of the used baby wipe, the recycled baby wipe, and I put a little leopard spot bling in the middle of it, and then so it's just a little belly band. And then this is another little cutout from the Tim Holtz paper, and I cannot remember what this is called, but as you can see, it's got a little cat and some pumpkins there, and it'll catch anything that I put in the belly band, keep it from falling out. This is that other piece where the paper was upside down, and I didn't do near as good of a job, with this, because you can still see it, but it's Halloween, things are supposed to be weird, right? So I just glued this down, and this is a Spellbinders die, and then I left the side open also so that I could tuck something in there, maybe put a little picture here, write some journaling, and tuck it in there. This is a small haunted house stamp that I got in a bunch of them that I got at Savers. Here I just stamped my All Hallows Eve. And what I'm going to do with this when I go to journal on it is just write around that in the middle. I think that'll look kind of cool. This I just left again for another picture. Down here I've stamped Bones the dog. Over here I left the backside blank, and here's just another one of those little black cards with this little guy, and he was last year's Michael's stamp. And another tuck spot along the edge. Then I just put a little black cat out of that Sizzix Thinlits die set here, And I have a perfect Halloween back here. My ribbons I just threaded through here, and then I used some glossy accents to stick these little puffy stickers on, and that's the one I used for the back. And that's the one I used for the front, and they just cover up the edges of my ribbon. So that's the little journal that we started. I hope you enjoy it. I really hope I've inspired you all to try one, because I would really, really like to see, those of you who have YouTube channels, I would like to see what you come up with. The ones that are friends of mine on Facebook. If you make one, post it. I want to see it. I'm really, really curious to see what you come up with and what kind of greeting cards you use for yours. So I had a lot of fun doing this, and I could just get addicted to doing this. But like I said, too, I learned, next time I won't be making it quite as thick. But that's how I made it this time. Also, I am so bad. When doing your pages, if you feel that they're going to slip while you're trying to sew them in and stuff, by all means, get a clip. One of these will do, or any type of clip. You could even use a clothespin or two. And clip your pages together, and that'll hold them. While you're poking the holes, they'll hold them while you're sewing them in, and then they won't slip. So I should have really shown that and told you that in the beginning, and I didn't, and I apologize for that. Alright, I want to share right now, too, while I'm doing this other little junk journal that I'm working on. This is a work in progress, and I'm doing this and I'll show you the end result when I get it all done. There's a napkin on here over some sheet music paper, some vintage sheet music paper that I got. And for the cover, I just used black cardstock, but I tried to make it look like old leather. I think I did a pretty good job on that. Again, it's been bound with the black and white baker's twine, and I'm just going to flip through real quick on this one. Just kind of show you what I've been doing. I can't remember the paper stack. I believe is from Momenta. This is that bat embossing folder that came with the owl. It's just got little bats all over it. I haven't decided if I'm going to put some, lightly ink over it or something to make them stand out. And this one I just left the tags black. And there's a little Bones the dog on that one. And this is a double pocket in front. Up here I have the spider web, and the die didn't punch real good, so I cut off the ends of it and just made it like that for a corner tuck spot. Just some stamping on here. This is the Tim Holtz small cabinet card die. I wanted this one forever, and I finally got it. And he even got it on sale, so it was good there. And I just made a little flip out there. This paper is so awesome. It's a pack I picked up at Tuesday morning. Just a little witch here, a couple spider webs stamped there. And again, they're showing through, which I think is kind of cool. A couple of little bats. This I found online. It was a free printable, and it's says "Weak and Weary, Nevermore, Dr. Poe's Miraculous Raven Cure." And then I just stamped on this and left it the way it is, because I plan, if I use this journal, I plan to write on it with white ink. It's a little ghost here. Here's that skeleton again from Michaels. And here he's showing through the back of the paper. Another little stamp. I got a package of 6 at Tuesday morning. Here I just made a little pocket on the side. And here is an envelope, and this one had 2 of the windows in it. So I just tucked 2 cards in there and put a poison caution here. This is a Spellbinders oval die, and there'll be a picture put there. This I got off the internet as a free printable, and I had flipped the envelope upside down and used the flap for a little pocket. And I did coffee dye and bake all the papers in here. New little stamp I got at Michael's this year. Little ghost stamp that didn't stamp well. These are just Hampton Arts bottle stamp. And I think these may have been that went along with the old Curiosity Shop paper by Graphic 45. So this is a spiderweb paper I got in upside down, and you'll see it when we get to the other part. This is another Michael stamp this year. And then this little bat was one of the cutouts from the Tim Holtz Movers and Shapers bat die. Came with with a skull. This is just plain. There'll probably be a picture on there. Up here's a little tuck spot with a boo, and I stamped that. There's my little Michael's haunted house. Here I have the little black cat, and this is the middle of the signature. And that's from that Sizzix Thinlits die. Happy Halloween did not stamp good over here, but I wanted this to be more of a kind of junky, older looking journal. Fright Night over here. Here is a pocket I did, and this is a skeleton on that Alterations die. There I just stamped a little Harlequin stamp, and over here the little witch. There's a spider that's crawling up the page instead of down. Yuck. Here I stamped a boo, and then later on I decided I was going to put in another little pocket, and that's just that trick-or-treat stamp I have in there. Halloween, October 31st. This is Bewitching Soiree. It's an invite. I got that as a free printable off the internet, and another Tim Holtz top note that I just die cut and stuck in there as a tag. Here's the other part of that envelope, and these came from the Teresa Collins, and it's bedbug poison and solvent ether poison. So, and all the cut parts in that one were poison for some reason. Just a black arrow from another Sizzix Thinlits die I have. Just a little stamp. Here's the crows again. I love those. Bones the dog. Here I did two of the smaller Spellbinders ovals, and then here a sticker that says Happy Halloween. Little bats and the moon there. The little skeleton from Michaels. Here's an embossing folder that I just cut down, and then I went over it with white ink to make the spider web show up. And I don't know if you can see it, but Becky McCauley, there's one of your little spider sequins right there. I used one. Just the little bats again printed on just a piece of black, and another. This was from Tim Holtz, and it's a little. I can't remember what this one was either, the paper line. But so I just made a little. I can put pictures in here and stuff. A little kind of booklet deal, only it's, you know, only got the couple pages. Here I did Trick or Treat with the cat, and then here's the other two bottles in that Hampton Arts set. I just left this paper plain here. I really like this paper. It's so creepy. And then I did October 31st here on this page. Back, this is another free cutout from the internet, or printout, and I just cut it out around it, and I glossy accented it. It says it's all about the candy. And here I made a pocket with the owl, and I'm probably going to glossy accent, or not glossy accent, put some stickles in his eyes too, and again, it's just a double pocket like the front. Here I have a tag, Black Cat Magic, I stamped on that one, and I used some washi tape that I got at Dollar Tree this year on there with that. Just tuck it in there, and again, just the back, which is plain for right now. I haven't done anything with it. On the front, I bought some puff paint in red today, and I think I'm going to try to drip it down like, you know, blood or something like that. Because I really wanted this one to look more old and grungy and like that, and I think I did a pretty good job on it. Anyway, I hope you like both of my journals. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed what I've done. I hope you all go out and make a little greeting card journal of your own. No matter what's the holiday or whatever you want to do it for, I hope you do them, and I hope I get a chance to see them. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye-bye.